All right, stop what you're doing, seriously. Because in the next few minutes, I'm going to break down the one AI tool that will either make you a millionaire by 2026 or make your job completely obsolete. And the wildest part? Almost nobody is paying attention to it. So let's talk about AI agents.
Look, you're at a fork in the road right now. Path one, you can keep scrolling, keep grinding, and watch your entire skill set get automated. Or path two, you can listen up, learn this one concept, and literally build an empire. The choice is yours, but the clock is ticking.
So, the key to all of this is something called an AI agent. And no, this is not just another chatbot you mess around with. Think of it more like a digital employee on steroids. It works for you 24/7, it never complains, and let's be real, it's probably way better at most boring tasks than we are.
Okay, so what even are these things? You might be thinking this is just some overhyped tech bro nonsense. Dead wrong. The people who got in on this back in 2024 are absolutely crushing it right now. For everyone else, well, 2026 is coming up fast.
Here's the absolute simplest way to understand it. ChatGPT is like a calculator. You ask a question, it gives you an answer. It's a tool. An AI agent, well, that's like having an entire finance team. It doesn't just answer questions, it actually goes and solves your money problems. See the difference? Tool versus employee.
Or, think about it like this. Old school automation, that's a train. It's stuck on a single track, right? It can only go from A to B. But an AI agent, that's a self-driving car. It can navigate traffic, it can find new routes, and if you change the destination halfway through, it just adapts. That is some next-level freedom.
All right, so how does this whole thing actually work under the hood? Before you click away thinking it's too technical, trust me, you do not need to be a coder. It all comes down to a really simple three-part system. Let me show you. Okay, first, you've got the brain. That's a powerful AI model like GPT-4 that does all the thinking. Second, you give it tools. These are basically its hands, letting it connect to other software to do things, like send emails or update a spreadsheet. And third, and this is the secret sauce, is memory. It actually learns from what it does. It gets better over time, just like a human, but way, way faster.
And here's the absolute kicker. You don't need to write a single line of code to do this. There are no-code platforms like Make and N8N that let you build an agent just by dragging and dropping blocks on a screen. You could literally, and I mean literally, build your first digital employee this afternoon.
Okay, let's get into the stuff that 99% of people get wrong about this. Why? Because they've probably never actually built one. It's time to bust some of the biggest myths and mistakes I see people making with AI agents.
First up, the big one. The one everyone is secretly worried about. Are these AI agents going to take my job? Let's just settle this once and for all.
The answer is a hard no. Here's the truth. Agents don't replace people. They replace boring, repetitive tasks. This frees you up to focus on strategy, on creativity, the fun stuff. The people who are scared of this will get left behind. The people who leverage this, they're going to be the new bosses. It's really that simple.
Okay, next myth. This tech is only for giant companies with huge budgets, right? You're probably thinking you need a ton of cash to even get in the game.
That is completely wrong. In fact, it's the total opposite. The biggest advantage goes to the solo creators, the small teams. With an agent, a one-person business can now have the output of a 10-person company. You're not just a founder anymore, you're basically an army of one.
But listen, here's a major reality check. The single biggest mistake you can make is thinking you can just set it and forget it. That is not how this works. You're not a passive user here. You are the manager. You have to train, guide, and lead your digital team.
All right, enough talk. You're probably wondering, how do I actually build one of these things? Like today? I got you. Here's a simple 7-step plan you can start the minute this is over.
So here's the blueprint. First, just find a boring task in your life. Seriously, what's one repetitive thing you hate doing? Got it? Cool. Next, pick a no-code platform. Then give your first agent one and only one simple job. Don't get crazy. Hook it up to your apps, set some basic safety rules so it doesn't go rogue on you, and then just let it run. Check in on it, make it a little better each week, and then repeat. That's the whole game.
Let me give you a quick real-world example. My buddy Rohan, he's a solo marketer, was totally swamped. He built one simple agent just to do his lead research. The result? It saved him 4 hours every single day. Just think about what you could build with 4 extra hours a day.
So with all that free time, he built a couple more agents. And guess what? His monthly income has now tripled, 3x'd, and he's working half the hours. Why? Because the bots are doing the grunt work, freeing him up to focus on the big picture ideas that actually make bank. Or take my friend Sarah, who runs an e-commerce store. She has one agent that manages all her inventory and tracks competitor pricing 24/7. That single system does the work of 3 full-time employees, saving her over $150,000 a year. That is how you win.
Look, the gap between the people who get this and the people who don't is about to become a massive canyon. You can either be afraid of this tech and get left in the dust, or you can use it as your unfair advantage and completely dominate your field.
So if you remember one thing, make it this. The winner in 2026 isn't going to be the person who works the hardest. It's going to be the person who leverages the smartest. And right now, AI agents are the ultimate cheat code for working smart.
So, to wrap this all up, here are your 3 simple takeaways. Number 1, start small. Like today, find one boring task and just automate it. 2, think like a manager, not a user. You're building a digital team. And 3, stay human. Let the agents do the execution while you focus on the grand strategy. That's where your real value is.
So now I want to know, what's the number 1 task you would automate in your life right now, if you could? Drop it in the comments below. Just thinking about it is the first step. I want to see what you guys come up with.
But for real, do not sleep on this. This window of opportunity is closing faster than you think. If this was helpful, hit that like button so more people can see this and get ahead of the curve. And I dropped the bonus infographic for you in the description to get you started. Now go build something awesome.